What do you mean he's dead? Didn't you just say everything would be okay?
Stay calm, Sari-san. I'm just you. But I think the mole is responsible. No.
You should do that right away then.
Do you think you could make the call, Sari-san?
What?
I need time to check things out before the cops show up and take over. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. Hey. Suspicious.
We received a call from the Genda Law Office.
You got here fast, Detective Kuroiwa.
Shintani, huh?
Yeah.
His name has been coming up a lot lately. He's the reason Hamura walked, after all. Perhaps you couldn't stand his newfound fame so you often?
Huh?
I heard you two weren't exactly on good terms.
Do you greet everyone by accusing them of murder? Guess that's just how cops like you operate.
Forensics will be here soon. We will need you present as a resident of the property. After that, we'll need some time to investigate.
How long?
You'll have to find somewhere else to stay tonight at the very least.
I don't have money for that.
Yet you can afford bribing a cop. Ayabe's sources aren't even that reliable.
Don't know what you mean.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, sorry. I had to wait around for the cops to get here. Is Genda-sensei still at the office?
Yes. He wants to talk to you about Shintani. As do I.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Not a wise choice. What a waste. Must we? And stay down.
Yagami-san.
Really, guys? And stay down.
Nani? I らっしゃいませ。 ありがとうございました。
I know you've had...
Saori-san was having trouble getting in touch with Shintani. So I decided to give him a call myself, see what the deal was. But when I dialed him up, I heard the phone ringing in my closet. Shintani was killed the same way as all the others.
The others? Do you mean...
Gouged out. But Shintani's beef was with the Kyorei clan. Why would the...
I'm not so...
Right.
Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on! The mole is way bigger than you know.
He probably knew more about the mole than I did. And his source had to have been Hamura. Maybe they killed him to keep their secret safe.
But why did he have to put Shintani-sensei's body in your office?
Not sure. Maybe to harass me? Maybe to scare me off their trail? Maybe both.
Yagami. You might want to lay low for a bit. It's not safe for you here. Get out of town. Go somewhere quiet. If the mole comes after you next...
Right. I'll do just...
You know, kid had a good head on his shoulders. And a knack for the job I could never compete with. But he didn't have the guts to succeed. Even so, guess I took it for granted.
When I first joined, Shintani-sensei was the one who showed me the ropes. He was...
Thanks for this, Yagami. Come on, Sari-kun. I'll walk you to the station.
Sure.
Feel free to stay here to... What about you, Hoshi?
I think I'll work a little more before I head home. Good night, boss. Make yourself at home, Yag...
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's about Shintani-sensei. Yagami-san, I know you just told Gen, but that's not true, is it?
And if I said yes?
Don't worry, I won't tell Genda-sensei.
Hmm?
I want to help you. Look for the mole, that is. I won't slow you down.
Looking to avenge Shintani?
He wasn't as strong as he let on. The tough guy act was a mask. Deep down, he was just weak. That's why he was going along with Hamura, not because he wanted to. I mean, who can say no to a Yakuza? And now I was sitting right next to him this whole time. Yet there was nothing I could do to help. You know, I'm still young. I don't even know what kind of criminal, civil, not the slightest idea. But I know one thing. I don't want to be the kind of lawyer who sits on his hands after his friend gets murdered. Which means...
Are you sure about this, Hoshino? Genda-sensei told me to lay low. If you're seen helping me...
Don't worry about that. I'll defend myself in court if I need to. Now, Yagami-san, do you mind if I tag along?
You'll just tell Genda-sensei if I refuse, huh?
Yeah, you got that right.
Not much choice then. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be working with you.
Well, let's get... And I have some evidence that may... I managed to take this before the cops showed up.
Yeah, that's...
Yep.
I'm not sure what this tells us about what he was doing before the murder.
If we want to know, this might be just what we need. Shintani dialed this number earlier today. I want to know where it goes.
Right. It's a good thing the killer forgot to take Shintani's phone, huh? This way we can see who he was calling.
The killer didn't forget. Even if the phone was gone, we'd still be able to get Shintani's data from it.
Really?
Yep. I bet he left the phone so I'd find the body quicker.
Huh?
I mean, he went through the trouble of probably want-
Hey! The number got a hit in the search. It's apparently for the, Advanced Drug Development Center?
What the...
What, do you know?
3 years ago, there was a pretty famous murder there. A patient was killed, and the man they arrested for it was named Shinpei Okubo.
Okubo. Wait, he was your client, wasn't he?
He worked as a contract laundryman for the center. Every 2 or 3 days, he'd stop by to pick up their dirty linens. According to the police report, it was thought he carried the body out in a bundle of sheets.
Right. And you defended him in court and won. But then he got free and...
You can stop there.
But why would you...
I bet we'll find out if we give them a ring. But it's getting late. You should go home.
Yeah, we can start fresh tomorrow.
Oh, right. There's an arcade called Charles up on Park.
Okay. I'll let Kaito-san know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, guys? That'll do it. Hmm? Excuse me. Hmm? Excuse me. This is Yagami. You don't give up, do you?
Yagami-san.
Hmm? Yep. Excuse me. Huh? Hmm? Excuse me. Out of the way! And stay down. Sugiura.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
I wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your store, Higashi-san. Especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, you got the skills to back it up?
Just a third degree. Not that I've.
Well,
Sure, I'll do the honors. Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that, and I'll need all of your help.
the ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
Again? It's come up before?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published in one of the world's leading scientific magazines, leading to the gathering of reporters from both...
It's a brand new dementia drug. They called it AD9. This was right after Director Keto from the AD... They're still undergoing clinical... The man giving the presentation, a world leader in neurophysiology, and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who showed me around the center when I was looking into Oakbos. Guess he's been the director.
From what I can tell, the ministry... They're even adding a...
Damn good deal.
I'm still not getting it.
That's what we're about.
Come on! Can't just take a man's phone.
First off, we'll need to fix...
Yeah, but...
I suppose that'll...
ADDC, front desk. Speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is... Well, who I am doesn't matter.
Huh?
But anyway, I think a lawyer named Shintani called your office yesterday. I was wondering if you could connect me with whoever he spoke to.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. It's in violation of our personal information policy.
Well, the truth is, Shintani-san passed away yesterday. This is the last number he dialed, so I'm calling to ask about him.
Are you with the police? You're not, are you?
Well, not exactly. You know what? I'll try back later. No way this happens over the phone. It'll be faster to just head over there myself.
You think that's gonna work?
Not sure, but I know the director, remember? Worst case scenario, I come back empty-handed.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Okay, me and Nagashi will go check out what's going on with the Matsugane family. Shouldn't be tough with Hamura out of the picture.
Hey, I don't remember saying I was gonna help you.
By the way, Yagami-san, what...
He's in the detention center.
Have you ever gone to...
No. Why would I? Why do you ask, anyway?
I don't know. The case got tons of news coverage. I was also wondering what you thought about the case. Did you really think that he was innocent?
Probably.
But then you defended him for that?
Yeah.
Did you believe him then, too?
He kept saying the same thing. How he could never have killed anyone. But... I didn't believe him, no. Fighting for him and...
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
That...
Well, my bad.
Nah.
If you say so.
Yagami-san? You're heading to the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi for us. I'll wait for you over on Park Boulevard.
Hmm?
Over here, Yagami-san. heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead! Yagami-san!
What are you all shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just... After 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
Do you have an appointment?
I don't, sorry. My name... We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
We have a...
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he's...
I'm very sorry.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by, to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which Minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
Well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Can we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
Not the friendliest girl in town, huh?
We're not exactly welcome guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Right this way, please. Straight ahead is the AD... This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
What's down there?
That's the research wing.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of...
And when was he admitted?
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of...
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do.
Uh-huh. Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody, no.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So, he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
What the? The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped. What the? All the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so. You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time? I knew it.
Nope. I got something.
Does it matter? Shinpei Okubo.
Well, according to...
Of course, that's what he's... You want to review? You want to review the case?
Sure.
Whatever you want. All right. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. The only conclusion that, after inspecting a laundryman by the name of Shinpei, it didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess, burying Waku's body out, and lo and behold, cause of death was most likely suffocation. Any objections to this so far? Yagami?
Actually, yeah.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't... All he admits to is dump...
Oh, sure. But come on, roughed up his girlfriend. Heck.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not.
True.
I don't condone what he did.
Fine. But he said he left the claim to Waku-san's corpse. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should...
You should just be on...
Are you two done here?
The service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to...
We'll need to take an elevator down there.
Follow me. Hey, Yagami, criminal suits are... They don't even pay that well.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. Looks like a regular old garage to me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body in...
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. The day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with what would have been simple for...
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh. The truck was parked.
I see.
DNA evidence. That's proof enough that the body, when they confronted Oak...
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, he claims he saw him nice...
I see.
I tried to get an appointment, but
They're not willing to make it...
this isn't an issue.
All right, all right.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather. But on the day of his
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? All we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our
Fine.
If you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? Waku-san was here until the morning of the incident.
Are you...
Not yet. The window's sealed.
Are you finished?
Not yet. Just a little longer. I wonder how well you can see in here from the hall. Yeah, I've seen...
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more.
And what if he confesses?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do...
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfect...
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for...
Is that so?
Apparently, I guess it's a good thing. Terasawa-san.
I spoke to him pretty often, yes.
And what did you think of him?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Wait! If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free, but I can't do it alone. Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And? How did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Hey!
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
On the day of the... starting at 8 a.m.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that. And that's not true. Waku-san wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have...
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debate...
I had a...
Aren't you forgetting the
Huh?
3 days before the murder, they told me all about...
When did you even ask?
While you were busy. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet, or...?
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's just not the easiest thing. Someone accuses you of... So when Waku-san tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. Please. You have to believe me.
Calm down.
Yagami-sensei.
I do.
Okay. Then next time, come alone.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Hey. It sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh? He's gotta learn some damn patience.
Maybe.
Huh.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's it?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right. Okay.
You mean she's got Shintani? Said he'd have been nicer to you if he...
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless...
Yet? I'll keep my lips.
Mafia...
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. Pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan?
Well, I'm working on that.
Yeah?
Take a look at this. This is the laundry bin that was thought to have been used to transport Wakusan's body. Okubo-kun, the
Where exactly are you going with this?
It was only about... There's only one way his body could have... And that's...
Hey, I don't want to be a downer.
Well, that's not my point.
That evidence won't...
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
That bastard. Oh, it's eavesdropping on you. Ugh.
Hey! Wait up! Hold up! You won't get away! Hold up! You won't get away! A woman?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth! Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
Can all lawyers fight like that?
Did you really need to run away like that? I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw—
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only—
This is him?
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still.
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not—
None of you would testify?
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway.
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes, I always head to the break room myself. Right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you...
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And
around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san. However, there's no way he could have known that just by—
I have evidence supporting Terasawa. Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san. The murderer was already hiding in the room.
What are you implying?
He then killed Waku-san after Shono-san left. After that, he used a laundry cart to carry the body down to Okubo-san's
But there was only one person seen taking a laundry cart from Waku-san's room. And that's Okubo-san himself. Are you saying he really is the culprit?
Huh?
Please. You know this is a court of law, don't you?
Sorry, let me start over. However, I'm not convinced that's actually what happened. Take a look at this, if you would.
And this is?
Well... Take a look.
And this is?
Well... Take a look.
And this?
Please, it's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hall. In other words, this is what... Waku-san was already...
What are you
at the time? Meaning... Oh,
assuming that... Why did...
Huh?
Please.
Sorry, our witness. However, I'm not... It's a in other... Shono-san was...
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back, only to find Waku-san eating, and upon re-examining
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution that the victim was taken, they claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Waku-san's body out in his laundry bin. But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle, after which the killer... In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, Shono-san.
Yes?
I'll get right to the point.
I saw Waku-san.
And did you get a clear look at his face? So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that... Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
Object!
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san. Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that, assuming the crime took place. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's I would suggest then that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such...
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on if this promising young man's future is at stake.
After watching his own grandmother, after paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the... Day after day,
Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed, and you want to talk reputation. What if your clients... 6 years ago, and the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session. Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia, that it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating. Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is! But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed. The same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand. Hi.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
But...
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho. The name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasa... Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right? I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Yes. However, Shono was away from his desk at the...
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know.
Oh, really?
Sometimes, complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the Mole? 3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I...
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamurocho Police, Organized Crime. One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami. I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?